Guys, if you're going out to a nice restaurant to order risotto, 20, 25 bucks per portion.
Yeah.
And it probably won't be as good as this version that we're gonna do. Risotto 101 today, 10 bucks, 4 portions. Feed a family of 4.
Hey, that's good. 10 bucks for 4
That's
people.
really good.
And you were telling me that your go-to risotto at home is a frozen, pre-made risotto.
Well, I was trying to brag to you, Shahir. I was like, I make risotto all the time.
Oh, it's a nightmare.
You just take it out of the freezer.
No, you do not.
Is there any other way?
I'm going to help you today.
Okay.
I'm actually really stoked for this one. Guys, every great risotto starts with onions and garlic sweating. So they're sautéing on a high heat when you get color, and then they're sweating. So I've been sweating these for a good 10 minutes. Don't cheat this process. You want the onions, Jesse, look, to be translucent, softened with the garlic.
And for it to sweat, like we're doing like a mid-heat or high heat?
Medium-low.
Okay.
Medium-low. Any higher and we'll get color. We don't want color. We want the onion and garlic to melt into our risotto.
You don't want it
So
to
don't
brown,
cheat
right?
this process. You want it really to be like this. And you were even asking me, what is this? Because
Right.
it looks totally translucent. You could put a little bit of salt as well, and it will draw out the moisture of your onion.
Okay.
It's perfect. Now, the next step...
For the record, you might have a little sleeve in your risotto today.
Yeah, watch your sleeve here from your bubbling
Okay,
stock,
thank you.
okay?
No, wait, is
Don't
this
burn
an
yourself.
entire onion that you've chopped up in
This is a full onion, couple cloves of garlic, depending on your taste.
Okay.
So go heavy on the onion. It really gives us a foundation of flavor. And then, yeah, don't cheat this
We like
process.
flavor.
All right, okay.
Risotto rice, we were saying. Arborio rice, which is a short grain Italian rice from northern Italy. It's the perfect rice for risotto. It's the most traditional. It's a short grain rice, has the perfect amount of starch.
Okay.
So this cooking technique that we use, you're gonna see it's gonna release the amount of starch. There's no cream in a risotto.
There's
A
no cream.
risotto is
Starch.
creamy because the right amount of starch and the right rice makes it creamy, and we're gonna see it at the end.
And this is because we've invested in our good like this is the more expensive. of
Sure.
the
It
So we
might
can't
be-
use regular rice or any other rice?
I would definitely not use a long grain basmati or a brown rice. Even though it's a little bit pricier,
Yeah.
it's still gonna come in at 10 bucks for people.
Oh, okay.
But this is where you invest in the rice.
yeah,
Okay.
Okay? These rices might get gloopy. They might get like rice pudding. We don't want that. I want
No.
creamy and luxurious.
Okay, this rice is our investment rug.
This is our
Yes.
investment rug rice.
This is a $5,000 plate of rice.
After you sweat your onion and garlic, this part kind of shocked you, toast the rice.
So we don't boil it?
Well, we will put simmering stock in a second, but I'm gonna let Jesse stir this up, okay?
This is-
I'm gonna give you a little bit of heat, Jesse. You want all of it?
I'm just shocked by this, that
Here.
you're putting your rice directly into your sweaty onions.
Yeah, put it in the sweaty onion.
Okay.
Now watch, I'm gonna let you toast it for a minute or so, and we're gonna see the edges of the rice also get translucent. Will smell nutty, and it's gonna be awesome. I'm gonna get you sausage in the
All right.
meantime. Look at this.
We're adding a little sausage to the risotto. I'm
Yeah.
already, my
Nice.
mouth is watering.
Already. It smells fantastic.
I'm gonna give you some sausage, Andrea. Look at these.
That looks
We're not going over budget on these guys, no?
No, even for 4 people, I mean, really, we eat a lot of protein. We eat almost too much. So
Yeah.
really a good serving size is the size of your palm, thickness of a deck of cards. So we can slice these sausages, Andrea, like so.
All right,
Remember
show me-
the
show
lesson
me
where
the-
you
the
watch your
right
knuckles,
technique,
okay?
chef.
You watch your fingers, and I want you to give me nice slices of sausage.
All right, I feel the pressure, but I can do
You
it.
can
I
do
think I
this.
can do it, coach.
Slower is better. No
Slow-
blood on the show, okay?
Where's better?
Doing great.
All right.
Now, Jesse.
Yes.
Let me see this rice.
Okay.
Ah, perfect. You can smell it? It's toastier, and you can see
Delicious.
the
Can you
edges of the
smell it right
rice
there?
getting translucent. Here, can I have a camera guy? It's beautiful.
Why are we toasting it as opposed
We're
to just
toasting
boiling
it
it?
for layers of flavor.
Okay.
So this is really making the rice super nutty, a nuanced flavor. If we just left that as is, not the end of the world, but I want nuttiness, I want richness. I'm seasoning as we go.
Okay.
Okay? So this is really how we get a restaurant quality risotto.
Doing all right?
We're seasoning as we go. And then we always have with a risotto hot stock. You never want to have cold stock
are you
because then we're stopping the cooking process. I want to keep the cooking process going. So we have your bubbling stock. Are you
Okay.
comfortable with this giant sleeve?
Well, I will be.
No, don't dump it in like that. My
Oh.
God. No. I want you genteel, Jesse.
Oh, oui, monsieur.
Oui.
Gentil.
Okay, a little bit at a time, and you can see it bubbling away.
Ooh, wow.
And then the trick is, Jesse, I want you to stir it until there's no more stock, and then you replenish. When you can see the bottom of your risotto pan here, you add more, okay?
So it absorbs all of that
It'll
broth.
soak it up. This whole process takes 20, 25 minutes. You don't have to stir the whole time, but keep an eye on it, and slowly this rice will soak up the stock, the starch is released.
And this is one of those meals too that you're gonna cook. You have to be on. You can't sort of like do this and
Yeah.
then go pick up the kids, you know, at the daycare.
Stay at your stove.
gotta
Leave the
stay at your
kids.
stove.
Right.
Right. Leave the
Leave
kids.
the kids at
They need to
daycare.
toughen up anyway. Leave the kids. They need to fend for themselves. Okay, so Jesse has been doing that for, this is
Yes.
great.
Okay, good.
Awesome.
You cut them off.
Jesse's
yes.
been doing that for 20, 25 minutes,
How are we
whatever.
doing here?
And then we get to the point here, Stephen, where give me a little more stock here. And here's the trick to a really great
Always
risotto
keeping
at the
this
end.
boiling, right?
Yeah, we want it really simmering. I've actually cut this stock. If you buy a store-bought stock, it's often very salty. So I've cut it with a little bit of water. Save us money and also cut down on the sodium.
So 1 part stock, 2 parts water?
Sure.
Okay.
To
wow.
taste,
Okay.
to taste, Andrea.
Taste. Okay.
Okay. Now here's the trick to also.
Oh, you're putting a lot of that in there.
I'm
Okay.
really finishing
Wow.
this up.
Okay.
A great risotto, Stephen, should never be stiff like a rice pilaf. So sometimes someone gives you a risotto and it doesn't move. It's like in a mold.
Yeah.
No good.
That's not good.
And then other times you get one that's like a soup. No good.
good.
A good risotto should be plated on the plate. It should have its shape. And then if you zhuzh the plate, it should have life. Yeah, Andrew.
I should do a little bit of
It
this.
should give me a nice zhuzh.
Yeah.
So that's what we're going for.
That's like our arms. They're like, they look fine as is, but when you shake them a little bit,
Exactly.
then
Give it a
shake down at
zhuzh.
the bottom.
We finished with a little bit of peas.
We got butter and peas are, well, inexpensive too. That can come out of the freezer, right?
That can come out of the
If
freezer.
we're not
There
a
you
fan
go.
of peas,
Little bit.
is there another vegetable we could put in?
Pick your favorite vegetable that's in season. Veggies, the good news with veggies is they're pretty cheap.
Yeah.
Now, in this
Yeah.
instance, I've used frozen peas because they're really affordable. But pick a veggie. Usually, broccoli's not breaking the bank, you know?
Yeah, that's
Little salt and pepper.
asparagus,
Can we do
right?
corn?
Asparagus would be great.
Yeah, yeah.
In the fall, corn's safe for summer. In the fall, squash,
Ooh, squash
root
risotto.
veggies, parsnip risotto. Awesome
Yeah,
things.
yeah, yeah.
Now,
Like
Here-
this, what do you think?
you want it to zhuzh. Yeah.
Is it?
You want it to move.
Is it?
Do you
want
need
life.
some of these sausages in there?
Yeah. Give me some sausage here, Andrew.
All right, here we go, kid. Oh, it's not gonna be pretty, but it's
Oh, awesome.
There we go.
I'm so glad you didn't cut yourself. And
No,
look,
well, almost did.
every great risotto, restaurant risotto, has a lot of butter. Okay? Don't worry about the butter.
And
if
you sort of like, yeah, thinned out the butter a bit.
you thin it out, and if you plate it up and you find it's too thick, give it another little thing of stock. But I want it to move a little, okay?
Wow, that's great. And this would feed an entire family, like you said. And risotto is very filling as well.
Oh, absolutely.
You don't need a lot.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you don't need a lot.
And
That
then, Stephen,
smells so good, Shahir.
of course,
it does.
we need a little bit
Oh, we're gonna.
at the end. My
Oh
man.
yeah, let's do
yeah.
that.
Look, I want
Yeah.
it to move. Zhuzh,
Oh,
zhuzh,
I see the
zhuzh.
jiggle. I see the jiggle.
Jiggle a little.
I see the
It should have a
jiggle.
life. It should
Yeah.
have a soul. It's there, yes. Oh, I love it.
Does have a salt. That's fantastic.
I'm gonna
Thank you
help
very
you
much.
guys.